Hello everyone, Cassie. How's it all going? So, in today's video, I thought that we would talk about forgiveness because there is so much going on in the world, and I'm sure that we all have something or someone that we want to forgive because I keep seeing people getting into arguments and people trying to cancel each other and etc. etc. And it's just so ridiculous. I mean, it's like people are going insane, and I mean, it's understandable because most people aren't used to, home quarantine and all that, but it has got to stop. I mean, yeah, I think most of you feel the same way. Like, it's really starting to get ridiculous, and I think that one step in the right direction is to take a moment and reflect over people and, like, maybe why people are acting this way, and realize that, like me for instance, I pity those who try to ruin others or, cause trouble or whatever, because they're only harming themselves. Like, for instance, I recently had a long lost relative come for a visit, and it had been several years. Like, when I was really little, I was like 3 years old or something when this person got out of my life, and it took until now that this person came to me in a way and asked for forgiveness in a very odd but still, his way, I suppose. And yeah, I hadn't even thought about him in years. I had even forgotten about him because he was just never there. He was never a part of my childhood. I have no memories of him whatsoever. But I know what he did, and he asked for forgiveness, and I forgave him. And I don't know, maybe you have someone who has done something to you, like, I don't know, maybe someone tried to spread nasty rumors or, whatever. Maybe they I don't know, it can be whatever. Just they upset you, and I mean, you don't have to forgive what they did, but at least I have reached a point where I don't necessarily forgive what they have done, but I forgive the person. I forgive their soul. And if you don't want to do it for them, do it for you, because it's not worth it. It's really not. And honestly, I mean, they are only hurting themselves. Yes, sure, maybe you feel hurt about something they've done or a certain situation or whatever, but I don't know how to put it, because even I'm working on it, but I think what helped for me is to, put it in parts. You separate the situation from the person, and somehow it gets a little bit easier, because then you start thinking like, okay, but why is this person acting like this, and why is this happening, why am I feeling this way, why do I let them feel this way, why do I let them make me feel this way. And if you manage to separate situation from person, at least for me it gets easier, like, okay, this person is doing something really bad, but they're not hurting me anymore, they're hurting themselves, because why should I let them hurt me? Why should I let what they're doing affect me? Because truly it's just a reflection of them and their own darkness, and all we can do is, try to forgive them and hope that they find a light. Maybe they're simply just, on a path where they need to get through this. They are fighting their own darkness, and they need to get through it, and they're finding it hard, so they are taking it out on you, and it's sad. Really, it's sad, and I pity those who hurt others, because they must feel really bad about what they're doing. Maybe they're not realizing it, and maybe they're not feeling bad in the moment, but I'm sure that once they settle, once they calm down, once they start seeing clearly, they will realize that what they did was wrong, and they will feel bad, and that they were only hurting themselves. So I think the least we can do is try to help them a bit on the way, and forgive them, so they can hopefully forgive themselves as well. So yeah. I think I will make another video at a later point, maybe not even in the near future, maybe like a few months, maybe even a year, or I don't know, and it will come when it comes, but I will make a video going deeper into this, because it's such a big topic, and it's hard to cover it, especially when I'm working on it myself. And I mean, I have forgiven so many people and so many situations and whatever just in the past week, and I'm still working on it, and I'm releasing so much negativity, and setting limits, like, okay, yeah, this happened, and these people did that, and oh, those people did the other stuff, and whatever, and I'm letting it go. So my advice to you is to do the same. Like, can be really hard to think about, and especially if you're still upset about it, and you feel like, okay, but you can't forgive this because it was so horrible or whatever, and that's totally okay. That's fully understanding even. But I still urge you to try to at least do it in small steps. Like I said, if you can't forgive what they did, or even the person, try to forgive at least some part of it. Try to forgive the person, or try to forgive even just their soul if you believe in that. Because trust me, it does help. It feels so much better when you forgive and let go, because it's just weighing you down and gives you, more pain than it has to. So you're just giving them power if you hold on to it. And I know it's hard, believe me, I know, but it's not worth it. You are worth so much more, and it's hard, but you can get through it, and I promise you that you will feel so much better, because I did, for sure. I really can't describe how freeing it is, and just the feeling of letting something go, it's like, I guess you can say, like, imagine you have this really big backpack filled with stones, and every time you let something go, it's like you're tossing one of those really big stones out, and it just gets easier and easier, and it's such a relief. It really is. And you realize that they don't have power over me. They're trying to make me feel bad. No, I'm not gonna let them do that. They don't have that power over me. And you get your power back, and you feel better, and you start to, at least I did, you start to pity them instead. Before, I could hold a grudge and be like, oh no, this person did that, and I won't forgive them. Why should I forgive them? They did this. They deserve what's coming. I don't want to forgive them. But then I realized that, okay, yeah, they did that. Yes, it wasn't pleasant. But I'm really just letting them control how I feel. And that's kind of rewarding them. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna take my power back. So I'm gonna forgive, and I'm gonna release, and I'm just gonna let it go. And instantly I felt so much better. So even this past week, I've just gone through a little bit, like, okay, this person did that, and especially horrible things from my childhood. Is like, okay, well, I'm not gonna let that control me anymore, and it doesn't. So I guess that's my little secret tip to happiness. Let it all go. Don't let other people's darkness and negativity in. Don't let it touch you. Stay in your positive bubble and be like a mirror. Just reflect it back on them. You can forgive them, and You can maybe even offer them help, but if they don't want your help, then it's up to them. But it's not your problem. The main thing is that they don't have control over you anymore, and it's a relief. So, yeah. I hope that made at least some sense. I realized I've been kind of rambling. I blame it on it being late. And it's also been a long week. Well, I mean, I guess the week only just started, but past 7 days then. So, yeah. But yeah, anyway, I hope you at least got some of it, and that it could help in some way, and I hope you managed to forgive at least something or someone and feel the happiness that I do, the instant relief, because that's what I felt, and I hope you feel the same. And to anyone who might be the one doing the harm, I pity you, and I hope you feel better, because no one deserves to feel bad like that. I mean, sure, there's rotten eggs, as they say, but I believe that there's something good in most everyone, so I just hope that they find their ways, and if you're one of them, I hope you find your ways, so yeah. And if you're someone who has ever done something to me, not that I know why you would be watching my videos, but if you are, then just know that I forgive you. And yeah, I hope that you are all doing well and staying safe and hydrated, and that I see you all next week. Excuse the slightly rambling, but yeah, it's me and it is what it is, so but yeah, I hope you're doing well and that I see you all next week. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, stay safe. Much love, Cass.